Brothers in his 26th NBA season, 9 finals games, 140 in the playoffs. Brett Barnick in his 10th on NBA TV as well. Gilgeous-Alexander works baseline. Noel sends it and scores.
He does so well. He gets a foot in the paint almost every time down the floor. The Grizzlies, especially Dillon Brooks, got to do a good job of trying to keep him out. As difference for Valanciunas with Nerlens Noel. Got to do a lot more good pass and finish inside for Valanciunas. The plotting style and strength of Steven Adams.
Noel, a good shot blocker. Chris Paul. Interesting of allowing 100 or more. They held Oklahoma City to 97 in a 110-97 win. Gallinari got inside.
Playing in the mid-post, and you also know that he has the range out to the three-point line. Oh, beautiful fake.
Yeah, look away. And a finish. 2 steals in the Wednesday loss to Utah, 124-115. Dort, a catch and shoot triple try, it's in. Just 3 for 16 here in Orlando from downtown. Anderson with a Euro step. Valanciunas with a jackhammer slam.
For this Grizzlies team on the offensive end.
Outside of the Anderson 3, everything for the Grizzlies has been scored in the paint. Chris Paul.
Oklahoma City, they don't push the ball in the break. Don't get a lot of fast break opportunities. They really execute well in the half-court set as Dort knocks down.
Kyle Anderson with the steal. Grizzlies want to play with pace. He slaloms and shoots it up and in. But the Grizzlies with 8 paint points. And when I talked with Grizzlies coach Taylor Jenkins before the game, nice wraparound and a finish by Noel. Chris Paul got away from Morant. Sets up Dort for 3. Made another one. This afternoon he's 3 of 4. And the Thunder expand to a 9-point advantage.
But it's something that has plagued the Grizzlies. Dillon Brooks, nice.
Entering the hiatus. And the only 2 losses were to the Clippers and on the road in Milwaukee. Shot clock down to 9. Gallinari laces another.
And behind, the Thunder have made them pay with 3s.
Brooks with a foul line leaner puts it in. Team. Gallinari.
They only make 10 a game.
Diallo off the second.
When you are a team that is as desperate as this Grizzlies team is to get a victory.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the feed to Baisley, and he slammed.
This team was going to have to play with it. They did that against the Utah Jazz, got off to the early lead, and ultimately then making shots.
DeAnthony Melton in for the first time this afternoon. Morant, the only starter on the floor. Clark leans and hits.
In the paint, a lot of that due to the fact Tyus Jones being injured, not being able to run this second unit.
Diallo City has come up with 3 steals, and they have forced 6 turnovers. Dort and Oklahoma City.
Because the Grizzlies, the team needing the victory, they're the team that has had success against this Thunder unit and with creating opportunities. Another one here.
No, 3 ball knocked in. 64% right now. 28-10 is the run. Grayson Allen tries to answer and does.
They're getting to the paint.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander is scoreless. I mean, that is a shocker given the score situation. Gorgie tries to follow, and the rebound falls to Kevin Hervey, who's on the floor. Grayson Allen with a 2-handed.
He's going to make it easy for you.
Valanciunas backs down, swings the hook up and in. Chris Paul gets a screen from Noel. Crab dribble, and a finish by Noel.
Anderson behind him the whole time to manipulate Valanciunas and then give Noel a 5-foot shot.
Tolliver laces a catch and shoot. Melton partially blocked by Noel. Valanciunas working hard for it. Dillon Brooks is back in. Tolliver's 3 is through. Tolliver
for 3s here in this second quarter.
And not necessarily off dribble penetration. Tolliver, that's a long 2. He puts it in.
Alexander, and he's done a good job of getting on the backboard with 3 rebounds.
Morant on a throwback. Dillon for 3. Yes! And the Grizzlies.
Not predicated on a dribble drive.
Dillon off a curl. Drives, leans, and banks it in. Free throws Grizzlies, their largest lead of the game. 23-point turnaround. Baisley flips, misses, taps, yes. There he is. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Dribble penetration. There's the pitch out. Dort for 3. And there's the 3.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Grizzlies are going to have to figure out how to keep him out of the paint.
And Dillon with a foul line leaner.
Far for Dillon today.
Gilgeous-Alexander splits the pair. Jang screens. Ja lobs and Gorgie throws it down.
Their own energy. When they've created that energy, it started with good defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander goes to the reverse. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander right there. Jang against Noel. Hangs, hits, and draws the foul. Both teams over the limit. Morant leads, hangs, yes, and the foul.
Talk about he added 12 more pounds. We added 12
more. The different shot clock to game clock. Grizzlies their largest lead. Morant again attacking, and Bazley a third foul. And Morant goes to the deck hard. 11. And the Grizzlies their largest lead at 9. Chris Paul on a throwback. Gallinari for 3. Put it in. And now a steal by Chris Paul. His 3 is through.
And back to 7. Only allowed 2 offensive rebounds after allowing 6 in the first quarter.
Valanciunas against Noel. Swings the hook up and in and right out of the... San Antonio winning earlier today, so they draw a half game closer to the Grizzlies for the 8th spot. Valanciunas with the putback. 8. Noel with the screen. Gallinari the 5 to shoot. Forced into a fadeaway and a tough shot against...
As slowed Gallinari's career has been injuries.
Jonas backing down. Oh, Jaeger. He's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's got the game.
He's got the game.
Keep feeding him.
Chris Paul, foul line jumper. That's money for him.
Missed a couple of those in the first half. That I don't think he'll miss those chippies as Dillon gets all the way to the front of the rim.
And an early Morant with a running rebound. Grizzlies up 7. Their largest lead was 9. Ja for 3. Bango! Grizzlies their largest lead of the game at 74-64. And the Grizzlies, who have been one of the best second half teams in the NBA since the calendar flipped to 2020. Comebacks. Dort, a double flyby. Noel got inside. Grizzlies overreact with 10. 4 of the 5 Oak City starters in double figures. Dillon, tough chance, but laces rebound by Valanciunas. Boy, Dort draped all over him. Dillon drives, scoops and scores off glass. Grayson Allen. Yes! For 3. Grayson.
3 that they now, he comes off the bench. They are running plays for him to get to the 3-point line. Got a mismatch here inside.
Gallinari fades and hits. Kyle Anderson. Yes! Gallinari, former Knick and Clipper. Dort, good find by Gallinari. Dort's career high is 23 against Sacramento. Ja's got to look at a 3. It's through for Ja Morant. Teams in Orlando. Ja for 3. Rebound Melton with one hand. Good find, Clark, and he slams. Anderson with a knockaway. Grizzlies out in numbers. Kyle hangs, finds Grayson Allen. Grayson for 3. Bingo! Right between the selection by Oklahoma City. Billy Donovan cannot be happy.
But the dribble penetration has not been there to allow those rhythm shots as Brandon.
It's of Oklahoma City team. However, this is an Oklahoma City team. Like I said, they've made a season out of coming back. Oklahoma City team that is 16-20 when they trailed through 3 quarters. That's the best record in the league. Valanciunas offensive rebound and just too strong for Nerlens Noel. Lost it against Melton. Now Noel in the lane. Bazley's going to offer up another 3. That one he'll make.
Well, you know, from being a former Pac-12 player, you would expect the toughness from him to come out to be able to get himself right as Dillon Brooks also. They are now 5 for 21 from the 3-point line since the first quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander takes it to this point. It's a lot of play on. And Melton takes it away. DeAnthony Melton will get the slam. Bazley with the miss. It is an all-bench unit. And it would appear that Billy Donovan has said, you know, we're going to wait for the rest of this thing. As Morant.
Thunder continue to settle for stagnant 3s, not rhythm 3s. And the Grizzlies were able to turn turnovers into points.
Well, and DeAnthony, as they hit 7 of 13. Since then, 5 of 23. Dillon for 3. Bango.
just so that you don't need any more injuries. This team has been hit with enough injuries to this point.
Runner is in.
Cities.
It's a beautiful city. Even better when it's not 10 below zero. Sunset.
Not being tight, but I can tell you, partner, you're tight every time you step on the floor until you're able to change that narrative.
Brandon Clark.
This is what Brandon Clark likes to play. Floaters, lobs at the front of the rim. With the second unit, he can man that area of the floor and have his offensive game.
First time. And he puts in a triple to make it 114-90. Yuta Watanabe, second Japanese-born player in the NBA, gets his first one.
That came into the game. I thought this afternoon made an imprint, and why not Marco? Nobody get hurt.
Right.
Try to play the right way, but these guys have been good. Yuta Watanabe.
By Tom Hewitt. Brian Wright with the graphics, and Michael Edwards, a.k.a. Speedy, with the digital replays this afternoon. Burton finds Hervey. And nothing went down for Oklahoma City this afternoon. Oklahoma City ends the game shooting 35%. Grizzlies win it going away 121-92. And aside